thanks so much for the opportunity to present here today. We have a great idea and we wanted to share a little bit with you. As you know, we are constantly challenged by the fact that we're in Silicon Valley, and as a 200-lawyer firm, we're always challenged by dealing with the big boys. And we think we have a really interesting strategy to share with you today that will really help us compete and really level the playing field, which we're always trying to do. So our thought is, in the venture capital world, the hottest thing going these days is crowdfunding. And so we would really like to focus on the idea of crowdfunding and really own it and make our firm synonymous with the words crowdfunding. And we have a lot of interesting ideas, I think, that can get us there, and it's really not going to cost us much money, because we've come up with some ideas about integrating social media with some of our existing resources to make that happen. So let me share a few of our ideas with you. One, we think we have so much content and so much availability of our decently sized group that we can really blog on specifically crowdfunding. And with 8 lawyers in the group, we think expecting a blog post once a week is really not out of reach. And if we can blog once a week on crowdfunding, we think we can get a lot of search engines to be paying attention to us and really be able to develop quite a following in the area. But that's not all, because what we also thought we would do is we have a lot of presentations and a lot of existing content on this issue, PowerPoints, etc., that we have found this channel called SlideShare that we can post up our PowerPoints and even create some video to again just raise the visibility of the firm and specifically try and own this whole issue of crowdfunding and really make ourselves the experts and the go-to people in Silicon Valley and beyond, of course. Another thought that we had is to really kind of go back to some traditional marketing that we've used before and that has been successful for us, and that is to do an event on it. But what we want to do is use social media, and again, it's not very expensive to do this, but to use social media to drive attendance to the event itself, just to promote the event and really push everything towards this event. At the event itself, we would take advantage of some of our connections, some of our clients, people that know us and we know at the event who would be speakers. So the great thing about something like Twitter is that we can tweet before the event, we can actually tweet at the event. So for people that couldn't make it, they can follow us on Twitter and it's like they're there. And then of course after the event we can tweet on that. The other cool thing is that we want to take photos and actually do video at the event itself, and then so this event will really have legs. This will go on for a long time, so people will be able to see what they missed at the event, and we think that'll really make an event last longer than just that day. As I said, we want to be able to use our email signatures to promote all these different things. For example, the blog. We can encourage people to follow us on Twitter, etc. And then, of course, there's all the traditional ways that we've always promoted things, and that is using some of our newsletters and some of our other email communications, e-newsletters, to promote not only our new blog, this event, but we can use it to again drive traffic to all these other channels. And lastly, for follow-up, we'd really like to ask you to be involved in helping us with following up with our lawyers. We think that if we plan on meeting after the event and really talk through some assignments that each lawyer will have, not only with following up with people, but even following up on some of the ideas that were generated at the event, it'll give us a lot of content for our blogs and continuing for Twitter.